How did this band go from this to this? Find out in this brief metal history of Gojira. Joe Duplantier was around 10 to 12 years old when his cousin started to introduce him to a variety of music, everything from Metallica to the Beastie Boys. At the time, Joe was learning classical piano and guitar, so it wasn't until he was about 14 that he experimented with metal by trying to play Fade to Black by Metallica on his classical guitar. He instantly fell in love as he learned to appreciate the freedom of metal. You could sing, scream, play good, play bad, it didn't matter. Joe started to notice guys in his school that wore metal band t-shirts, so he would approach them in an attempt to recruit members for his first band that he would later call Eclipse. After about a year, he would go on to form his second band, P4. It was a thrash and punk band. This would be the first time that Joe dabbled with singing. Though he never planned to sing, he was covering for the vocalist for a single show, and the result was hilariously awful, but they eventually laughed it off. Little did they know he would become the frontman in his next band. In 1996, favoring a more death metal approach, 19-year-old Joe started a band with his 14-year-old brother, Mario, who was quickly becoming a talented drummer. They recruited Christian Andreu on guitar. They named themselves Godzilla, symbolizing devastating power. In 1998, the band's only member swap that has ever occurred happened when Cornillon was replaced by Jean-Michel Labadie on bass. They went on to release several demos in a raw death metal / thrash metal style and evolved along the way, even opening for Cannibal Corpse in France. But due to copyright issues, they had to change their name, so they chose Gojira, which is the original Japanese name for Godzilla. In 2001, Gojira released their first full-length album, Terra Incognita, which was recorded in just 10 days. Their 2003 follow-up, The Link, showcased their skills and led to even more touring. Now, if you haven't listened to Gojira before, you might as well start with their third album. From Mars to Sirius, released in 2005, took Joe 7 months to write, drawing inspiration from spirituality and prophetic writing. Its release marked the moment where their unique sound and blending of different styles of death metal and progressive influences really started to bloom. Notable tracks include Flying Whales, World to Come, and Where Dragons Dwell. Then, their big break came when they replaced Mastodon at the 2006 Download Fest. The exposure led them to tours with Lamb of God, Slayer, Trivium, Children of Bodom, and Machine Head, just to name a few. Their next album, The Way of All Flesh, in 2008, pushed the band even further into the mainstream, as they went on to headline tours worldwide. It is from this point on that, with each album, Gojira would continue to venture into new territory and continue to find more success. Throughout their career, they have won many awards and charted multiple billboards in various countries. They have influenced and befriended numerous bands, and perhaps most importantly to the band, they've used their platform to discuss activism, animal rights, deforestation, humanitarianism, and environmentalism, even convincing other bands to join their causes. With almost 30 years in the game, Gojira has earned their place in metal history and show little to no signs of slowing down.